So first, I'm gonna explain what happens in mitosis. So first is the interface, and so here's the. This is interface, and basically what happens. Basically, what's happening in interface is so you have the cell, and this is the stage before it copies. The next step is prophase, and that's when the sister chromatids are identical, and they line up next to each other. Yay! In metaphase 1, the homologous chromosomes line up in the center. And the difference, it's telophase and it's telekinesis phase, and telophase and telekinesis, and the cell splits apart. So in meiosis, it's the same 5 steps before. It's just that it has 2 prophases and metaphases and anaphases and telophase and cytokinesis, but interphase always stays the same. So in prophase 2, there's 2 cells, and we have these guys. And then we have more of these guys. And this is identical to meiosis. It's just that they are in separate cells. Yay, that's really bad, but yeah. Yay! Whoa. For prophase 2. Yay! Yeah, that's. So this is metaphase 2. So we have these guys, and they're lining up. The sister chromatids are lining up in the center. And that's it. And then it goes for all of them. They are identical to mitosis except in separate cells. And that goes for all of them. That's what's different from mitosis. It's one thing you can't forget. And that are the one thing you can't forget is the spindle fibers. That's the one thing that you can never forget. And then for anaphase 2, you have these, and it's really sad, but they get pulled apart from each other. It's like really sad, but they all go through it. It's not just. But they are still paired up next to each other. So, yeah. And finally, in this, there are 4 new cells. Yay! And they they divide into 4 cells, not 2. Yeah. When you reproduce from mitosis, it would be asexual because it's all the same. And you're basically reproducing with yourself instead of with another species of your kind. Okay, so when you reproduce via meiosis, it would be sexual because it's different and you're doing it with another species of your kind and you're reproducing that way instead of asexual when you're reproducing by yourself. So let's do it. The first step is, come on kids, answer the question. Teacher Owen, I think the answer is, for the first question you asked, when you reproduce from mitosis, when you reproduce from mitosis, it would be asexual. Good job, Owen. Good job, little Owen. And when you reproduce from meiosis, it would be sexual because you're doing it with another human being of your species. So that one would be sexual. Is that right, older Owen, or Owen Senior? Yes, it is, little Owen. Okay. So some environments that favor sexual reproduction are cool weather, like the 60s to the 70s. And for asexual reproduction, it's more hot weather, like in the hotter weather. More hotter weather, like 80s and the 90s, and like desert and stuff like that. Another one, sexual is better where there's a lot other species of it, and for asexual it's better when there isn't as much. For so an advantage for sexual is when there's a lot of diseases around, it's better to be sexual because it's not identical reproduction. Another advantage for sexual reproduction is you have a better chance of getting forward when you produce sexually. Some advantage for asexual, there's not as many mates. When there's not as many mates, you can reproduce on your own. And people try. Another advantage of sexual is you can have more babies on your own, and faster, and easier. That produce asexual are the sea star, bacteria, strawberries, and specific species of lizards. And some that produce sexual are most animals, frogs, butterflies, and scorpions, and also most plants.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.